I'm Jordan Belfort, and this is Sales School. All right, so if you're a business owner, do not let QuickBooks and spreadsheets slow you down anymore. Now is the time to upgrade to NetSuite by Oracle, the world's #1 cloud-based business system. NetSuite gives you the visibility and control over your financials, inventory, and more. Schedule your free product tour right now at netsuite.com/school.
How do you use the system to sell speaking events?
But yeah, I mean, listen, Matt, listen, my head of sales, Matt, handles all my events here, right? He does, and now all we have is incoming call. We don't do any advertising for it, right? We just get every day we get 20, 30 people from around the world that want me to come speak. And my price is not that it's high, it's just my price is up there with like the top 10 speakers in the world, right? So, there's a few of us that get a lot of money, so a lot of people can't. But Matt, here's an interesting thing. So, for many years, I didn't really care about that much. I was involved with another company. I told you the story many times that I was like my core, this brand was not even my core business. I was doing other things. So I had this, all these emails would come in, and I just would pass them off to an assistant, right? And it was a year ago, I noticed that wow, I'm like, I'm booking very few speaking events, and it started to bother me because I was starting to focus back in now on my core business. I'm like, where's all my speaking events, right? So I said to this person, she was very sweet. She was like my assistant, kind of a person that would, they'll do whatever you tell them to do. Maybe not that well, right? But I said, all right, listen, do me a favor, stop. I said, just give me I changed the password. I'm going to handle this from now on. I hadn't booked an event in like probably 90 days, right? Within 3 days, I booked like 10 of you. You saw this happen.
It was crazy.
It was I was booking event after event. It was like unbelievable. I was like, my calendar was full in a matter of like a couple of weeks, right? Now, then what happened was that I filled up my calendar, right? And then I said, all right, now I'm like, let me turn it back over to someone else. And I trained them, all right? And not really, I didn't spend a lot. I just gave them, I said, look up through my old, you want to laugh? I did all those and never spoke to a person. True, I closed them all by email and text.
Yeah.
I didn't even speak to them. And I closed them because I used a straight line through emails and texts, all right? So then I had all these templates and stuff, right? So I had a couple people that came in that were working for me in different divisions. I said, all right, guys, you handle this Europe, you handle Latin America. And I put them back out, right? And I got, virtually no speaking gigs out of that. I'm like, what the fuck? So my wife's like, honey, you have to handle it again yourself, right? Come on, it's ridiculous. I was like, all right. And then Matt came in because I, as the head of sales. And I said, Matt, let me give this one because I'm so busy. I crossed my fingers. I said, Matt, yeah, I'll take it. And fucking Matt books as many as I did. He's an animal. He books them nonstop. Okay, why? Because we're using the straight, it's like it's not magic. We're using the straight line system. All right. Now, I couldn't speak to people because it's me. It would be ridiculous. I'm a celebrity, right? So I couldn't. So I would write as I use my nom de plume, so to speak, right? But the point is that Matt has as much effectiveness as I at closing these events because he's a world-class closer using the straight line. All right. So the end is very simple. Follow the straight line. All right. I think your question more than how do you use this? Come on. It's not that how you use a straight line to close. No. Does it work for this? Yes. That's the point. Yes. It is masterful at closing events. Just remember your 3 10s. Give a straight line pitch. Follow it. Prepare. You'll kick ass with it. I promise you. All right. Guarantee because I do it myself, and so does Matt. All right, I know everyone's talking about CBD these days, but there's really only one brand you need to know about, and that is Lord Jones. See, if you know me, then you know that I won't even touch something unless it's the absolute top product of its kind. Fast cars, big houses, a boat. It's not the best. I don't want it anywhere near me. That's why whenever I want CBD, I go to Lord Jones. Lord Jones is the gold standard. Let me hear it. The gold standard of CBD. And that means a lot when it comes from me. For years, Lord Jones has been changing people's lives with their premium CBD products, from world-class skincare to tinctures and gel capsules to decadent gumdrop confections. If you're curious about what CBD can do for you, trust me, you want to start with the absolute best. Lord Jones is crafted with the highest quality ingredients and premium hemp-derived CBD that's lab-tested for purity, strength, and consistency. In fact, Lord Jones has been featured in the New York Times, People, Vogue, Vanity Fair, and more, and now they're inviting you to experience the finest CBD products available, and I'm telling you, you're gonna love it. So here's how you get started. Go to lordjones.com/school to get 25% off your first order. That's lordjones.com/school for 25% off your first order. lordjones.com/school.